whole problem has arisen. There's a movie, anyway, in terms of the law governing this, lordships, once a CBFC,
Movie, Thug Life.
it's thug life has become a little thuggy here.
Yes, sir. What do you want now?
So all I need is some protection, because quite clearly the release of the movie cannot be stopped, not by anyone.
Hmm.
Neither the KFCC nor the Karnataka government can stop. There is some support, not also from the Karnataka government to it. Now, a statement made by an actor, even assuming not the very worst, I looked at the statement, not in the entirety of it. I personally felt that there was no intention to deride a language or to be derogatory to a particular language. That does not seem to have been the intention at all. And it is not his. I don't even think, Lord, it was said, and I can play that video if your lordships would like to see it. Lordship,
No, it's all right. Tell me.
the video, my lord, was really in an audio release. During the audio release, my lord, another superstar of the Kannada
Video of an audio release.
video of an audio release.
All right.
Audio release, another superstar of Kannada cinema was present. Mr. Shivraj Kumar, my lord, was present in the audience.
All right.
And during that time, a statement was being made welcoming him. And it appears, my lord, a statement seems to have been made, which he was almost saying, I am making you part of myself. And in that context, he said, Kannada seems to have been born out of Tamil or something of that time. Now, that statement, not in my respectful submission, can't be taken outside and said that that statement, you must look at it alone as if there was some intention to try and look or say something against Kannada. Because if he had made such a statement against Kannada itself, I also would have been a little hesitant to come before your lordships to make a submission straight away. But whatever that be, now my lord KFCC wrote to him. He has also, my lord, written a reply. That,
Who has written a reply?
Kamal Hassan has sent a reply.
Reply of apology?
I want your lordship to see it. Lordship may see the letter.
If it's a reply of apology, we'll take it.
It's a reply, my lord, explaining what he has to say.
Just take it.
No?
Beg your pardon?
There is no apology in this.
Apology, my lord.
Sir, you may be Kamala Hassan, you may
No,
be
it doesn't
anybody.
matter who he is, my lord. I'm
No,
not saying
you may be anybody.
Yes.
You have no right, any citizen has no right to hurt the sentiment of the masses. The three things are people are very emotional in my considered view. Jala, Nela, Bhashe. All these three things, they're very important to any citizen. You know, the division of this country was on linguistic lines. We are on states on linguistic lines. So the importance of language, you know. If a public figure of this kind in a public forum makes a statement that this particular language is born of this language, no language can be born of any other language. It's a different thing. But if he has made that statement, where is the material? And what has happened because of that? Unrest, disharmony. And what did the people of Karnataka ask? Apologize. And now you come up before this court seeking police protection of a circumstance created by you. Have the people of Karnataka created any circumstance? Circumstance is created by Kamala Hassan. And he says he won't apologize. All that they said, you apologize. In law, we will consider, that's a different thing. But no person has, now you have undermined the sentiment of people of Karnataka saying, yes, your language is born to that. Or Tamil language is the mother of Karnataka, Kannada language. On what basis? You're a historian? Are you a historian?
Obviously
Are you a
not.
linguist?
He also made that statement subsequently.
Are you a linguist?
No, he's not.
And?
He also has said that, as a matter of fact, not subsequently he said, I don't know if your lordship has had the
No, I've
benefit
not
of
seen anything.
seeing the subsequent statement which he made. Very, very clearly says, I'm not a historian.
You're not a historian.
He says so.
Then on what basis did you speak?
Lord, which is why I'm respectfully saying, now many a times statements are made. I'm not.
That's
But
exactly
may I
the
just say
point.
it?
Many a time, sir, not today. I'm telling you, it is in public domain. C. Rajgopalachari in 1950 made a similar statement.
Telugu.
When, Hampanna wrote a letter to C. Rajgopalachari, he immediately issued a public apology saying that he was wrong. His statement was that Kannada is evolved from Tamil. 75 years later, same statement is made. And C. Rajgopalachari had apologized, and you don't? And now you are here for a commercial interest, saying that your movie should run smoothly. And police forces of the state of Karnataka should protect your movie to be run smoothly for a situation created by you. Who has to be responsible? All that they said, yes. One apology would have solved everything. In law, we will consider. But look at the attitude. And now I saw a paragraph here in the para 15.6. For the first time, so many things are happening. 300 crores is spent on the movie. After Nayagan, this is the first movie of Mani Ratnam and Kamal Hassan together. You know the importance. But you can't make a statement. I mean, this letter you say, I feel bad that Shivraj Kumar had to undergo all this.
Also,
That is what you have said.
see the whole thing. You just read it.
I have read it.
Lordship, also the second, third paragraph.
Hmm.
It pains me that my statement at the Thug Life audio launch, spoken out
It
of
pains me adella bitbiಟ್ಟು. I have made a statement without any valid, without looking into the history. So I'm sorry for it. Rajgopal Achari had done this, sir. He had said sorry. Hmm. And for your own creation, you want state police machinery to support you now. So we are not on this group, that group, or whatever. It is a language is a sentiment attached to the land of a particular people. So you have said something that would undermine that.
does it really undermine anything?
Yeah, sir, it does. Why?
Sentiments, I understand. Our language, Lord, I think the heritage and the
That's a
greatness
different
of our
thing. No, no,
language
no.
cannot
But
be
you can't
undermined
say
by one person making a
Kannada
statement.
and Kannada language is so strong that it would not wither away with such things. That all that is a different statement. You are not an ordinary man, correct? You are a public figure.
No, let me just say this. I understand what your Lordship is saying.
Ordinary people now tweeting or doing anything on social media is also considered as a mistake, and crimes are registered left, right, center. Now in a public forum, a public figure like this speaks.
No, no.
Karana, see,
Allah, let me just
circumstance
say
is
this.
not bought out by anybody else but by you.
No, no, true. Lord, this circumstance has happened. Nobody is disputing the fact that it has happened. No one is saying I didn't say it. It is said. But
No,
please see the context in
admit,
which it is
no,
said.
it is not that you are denying your statement. You admit your statement and you say that you will not apologize because I have not committed anything wrong.
But what he's saying ultimately is, well, please see the context in which the statement was made. I don't know if your Lordship has had a chance to look at that video. May I just show your Lordship the video? Please see it. If your Lordship feels that it is something so drastically wrong that has been done.
May not be drastically
No,
wrong.
may I just one minute? Please see the video.
No, it's all right.
Let's see the video.
It may not be drastically wrong.
Now, my Lord.
But what is it that is making to stick to your guns, saying that I will not utter a word of saying that no, this is all that is required. I have heard the sentiments of someone.
Of course,
I'm sorry.
one my Lord may stand up and
That's
say,
all. That's
ultimately
all.
the apology has to be sincere.
All
and
is well
has to
that
be done.
ends well because
Correct.
of that. And now you want your film to run smoothly in a state whose sentiments you have. If you're not so concerned about it, why do you want it to be run in Karnataka? Leave it.
They want to earn money from us.
Leave it.
Lord,
You want.
There are two parts to all of this.
It's all right. Fundamental right of speech, freedom of expression. All right. Freedom of expression cannot be stretched to the extent of hurting someone's sentiments of a mass in particular. Yes.
No, that's okay.
All that is, you apologize, no problem. Everything you want to run smoothly, you have spent so many crores. You want to earn some crores from Karnataka also. And that's your statement here. I'm only telling what you have narrated here. So many firsts have happened in this.
No, that's all. Ultimately, but that's
This is also one of the firsts that has happened.
placing this fact before your Lordship.
This is also one of the firsts that has happened in this.
Of course, earlier, last time, when another movie called Kala was coming.
No problem, Padmavat, Kala, all those movies definitely.
There also an allegation was
censor
at that
board
point
had
in time.
approved, and then because censor board had approved, Supreme Court said it is the duty of the state to give protection. Here it is not that.
Outside the purview of the
You made a statement, you can always withdraw that statement.
Last time, Lord, in Kala, what
Are
happened
you standing on that statement?
was, it's not for me, Lord, to say either
Leave
way.
Allah, sir. Andre, I'm
No,
asking.
you're saying, of course, Lord, ultimately, the producer is before the court.
Producer is before the court, true. Who is the producer?
It's
Himself.
Kamal Haasan.
Raj Kamal Films
Kamal Haasan,
International.
sir.
He's no, it's his entity which is there before
Hey.
the court.
ಇದು ಅದು ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 1976. ಎಸ್.
I'll have to get
Up to you
instructions.
now. I'll pass an order, no problem. No shying away from passing an order. I will pass an order. State machinery you want to take on a circumstance created by you, which you can yourself redeem it by one statement. All the people or whoever is asking is, you say sorry. As I told you, Rajgopalachari said sorry. 1950.
Would your lordship only see that video once?
All right, give it.
May I be permitted to file an intervening application?
Wait, sir.
Please.
Leave yaru.
Public spirited
Public
persons.
spirited,
Public spirited person. Yes.
practicing advocate, my lord.
First.
Please.
Is the volume on? I think lordship will have to click play.
அதுல தமிழிலிருந்து பிறந்ததுதான் உங்கள் பாஷை.
But that's what I'm saying.
This
Which now the entire thing is ultimately
தமிழிலிருந்து பிறந்தான் உங்கள் பாஷை. Tamil is born out of, Kannada is born out of Tamil, is what is said. That's what is.
that is true, but it is in the context of something else.
No,
It is not.
you
that
must
he was,
say.
Lord, it was not. in
You
the-
must, you must say, you should be, sir, you should be open to say that, yes, in this context I have spoken. It is not to hurt anybody's sentiments. If it has,
I'm sorry. That is correct.
all.
That's-
That's all, sir. Discretion is the best part of valor.
Correct. That no one can dispute. What do you want?
We will not permit anybody's sentiments to be taken for a raid like this by a public figure in a public forum. Mistakes happen. Mistakes do happen. We are not here for tongue bashing. But when mistakes happen, yes, what should be done, you must know. Now, according to you, crores will be lost if the
What
movie
you
is
mean
not
leave the
released
crores?
here.
Ultimately, that is.
Leave it. Why do you want Karnataka?
There are two parts. I want to say something. Karnataka, my lord, there are two things which your lordship must consider. One is, of course, there may be people who may want to watch it. There may be people who want to watch it. They should not be stopped from watching it.
No, you are asking for police protection.
But one, those people also have a fundamental right to watch a film.
Salute.
And if that right is being violated, they are entitled to protection. So also is an exhibitor who
Let
wants
them
to.
come.
So also if an
I
exhibitor.
want to watch Thug Life. I am not able to watch because of this. Now the producer is before the court. Producer is Kamal Haasan.
Yes. Lord, at least my understanding of the law, my lord, is that he is entitled to protection.
Is entitled to protection for a situation created by him.
Yes, all of these are scenarios where the situation is created by them, either in the movie or outside.
No, we'll pass an order, whether he's entitled to protection or not, no problem, we will pass an order. What the people have asked, and ultimately we can take it or leave it. Legally, I will pass an order. That's a different thing.
Lordship may pass it over. I'll try and find out what we can do.
Because there are two sets of things. One who are victim of circumstances, one who would generate a circumstance.
If it is intentional, it is one thing.
Maybe
If it is
intentional, may not be
unintentional, it is another.
intentional. Now the generation of circumstances happened like this.
No, but all I'm saying is your lordship must also view it from the context in which it was said.
And yes.
Had it
No,
been, my lord, may I
had
just
it-
say this?
No, yes, if you are a historian saying, yes, I have data saying that
That's
what I have said is correct, no problem. They would also debate it. That's not,
In the subsequent statement, he says,
I am not a historian.
Not a
Then over.
not a
Then
historian.
the next thing
and he
had
says
to
you
be
should
to
not-
apologize whatever you have done.
In what context that statement has been made?
No, no, it's out of context.
Out of context only.
Out of context. ಅದೇನೋ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ ಏನೋ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇನ್ನೇನಿಲ್ಲ. It is not like, my lord, it is not like a Tamil and Kannada seminar which was happening where he stood up and made a statement
No, no,
saying.
it is.
Therefore,
That is
no,
why I
I'm
said.
speaking of intention.
See, I'll tell you.
Intention is absent.
The answer, slip of the tongue, many things happen. Spoken word cannot be taken back. It can only be apologized. So you can't take back that word you have already spoken. You can only redeem the situation by saying, yes, it was spoken out of context. I'm sorry if I've hurt somebody's sentiments. That's all.
ಸೋಲಾದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನಕ್ಕೆ
Just to say what your lordship was saying, there's a statement, eggs and words must be handled with care.
Absolutely.
For eggs once broken and words once spoken are the
Yes.
hardest to repair.
Impossible. You can't unscramble the scrambled egg.
Correct. No, that is true. I see what your lordship is saying. I'll find out maybe just before
We'll
lunch.
take it at 2:30.
2:30?
Agatha? You want me to pass an order? I'll pass it. I'm not shying away from passing any order. We'll pass
No, of
order.
course not that.
I'm only saying, see, a person creates a circumstance and the circumstance leads to disharmony and likely unrest. He should be aware of the consequences. He should say, yes. He's also a citizen of the land, of the nation. It's a different thing. It doesn't mean that you can't. That's why I gave you the instance of Sri Rajgopalachari.
I'll put it to them. And
Tell ತಪ್ಪ
he'll tap in.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ.
He's saying Rajgopalachari statement.
Yes, we'll put that across to him.
No, we'll try and see. No, our intention also is to diffuse this situation. We don't want to
Exactly.
create a scenario,
Yes.
but at the same time, Lord, I think some things are going out of context completely.
Maybe, sir. Who is the reason? Avatta, yes, things would have closed by then itself. You are letting it go out of beyond control. And it's your film that you are asking for police protection.
No, as a matter of fact, in Kala at that time, some
Yes.
statement was made by Rajnikant with respect to the Kaveri water dispute. And then there was again.
He said, sorry, sir.
No,
It was withdrawn. Statement was
No,
withdrawn.
no, he said that after the interim order was granted by the court, but that's a different thing. I'm not getting into the order was passed by the court. Then he said he.
Are you saying that should be the precedent?
No, I'm saying it's a precedent anyway. It is there. I'm not saying whether your lordship will ultimately consider it or not. But in so far as the legal position is concerned, it is slightly different.
Legal position, I'm fully aware. I will answer. No problem.
Wait,
Interim
find
order is a discretion. I will definitely answer.
2:30, I'll come back.
2:30. But think about it.
Yes, yes,
Use your good office. All will be well that ends well
absolutely.
by a statement. That's all. If you're still sticking on to the guns, then I will answer.
I'll convey your lordship's
No problem.
concern as well.
In between, my lord, my application. may be
That
taken.
application-
It is, sir. Yes. I'll take it at 2:30.
2:30. Something on marriage, but I want to actually maybe take 2 minutes of your lordship's time.
All
I
right.
hope your lordship won't mind me, Lord, because
No problem.
I just want to say something, Lord. Ultimately, Lord, I want to say something which I also believe in. I had a word with
Sir,
Kamal Hassan
it
as well.
would enhance your stature.
Yes. But I want to make something else. I've communicated everything that your lordship said. There is no question, Lord. What your lordship said was without question something which had to be communicated. It has been. But can I only request, my lord, look at that letter for a minute, which I gave your lordships in the morning. I'll just read it out, Lord, and I want to make one submission on that basis.
All right.
May I just read it?
Ah,
I acknowledge your letter. This is issued in reply to the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce.
yes.
Out of deep respect for the people of Karnataka, I offer the following with sincerity. It pains me that my statement at the Thug Life audio launch, spoken out of genuine affection for the legendary Dr. Rajkumar's family, especially Shivraj Kumar, has been misunderstood and taken out of context. My words were intended only to convey that we are all one and from the same family and not to diminish Kannada in any way. There is no dispute or debate on the rich legacy of Kannada language. Like Tamil, Kannada has a proud literary and cultural tradition that I've long admired. Throughout my career, I've cherished the warmth and affection extended to me by the Kannada speaking community. And I say this with a clear conscience and conviction. My love for the language is genuine, and I have great respect for the love that Kannadigas have for their mother tongue. My bond with Tamil, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, and all languages of this land is abiding and heartfelt. I've always stood for the equal dignity of all Indian languages and remain opposed to the dominance of any one language over another, as such imbalance undermines the linguistic fabric of the Union of India. I know and speak the language of cinema. Cinema is a universal language that knows only love and bonding. My statement was also only to establish that bond and unity amongst all of us. It is this love and bond that my seniors taught me, which I wanted to share. It is out of this love and bond that Shivanna attended the audio launch event. I really regret that Shivanna had to go through embarrassment on account of this, but I'm sure our true love and respect for each other will always remain and get firmer now. Cinema must remain a bridge between people, never a wall that divides them. This was the intent of my statement, and I never have been, nor would ever want to give any room for public unrest and animosity. I sincerely hope my words are received in the spirit they were intended, and that my enduring affection for Karnataka, its people and their language is recognized in its true light. I earnestly believe that this misunderstanding is temporary and an opportunity to reiterate our mutual love and respect. Now, I want to make two statements now.
Only one sentence was to be added.
There are,
Everything is fine.
Lord,
Only one sentence.
may I just say this?
If I have heard the
I have a
sentiments
slightly
of any
different point
people.
of view on this. I have a different point of view on this. No, Lord, may permit me to say that. One is, of course, to say I apologize, and that's the end of the entire story.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
is one way of looking at it.
Yes.
The other, my Lord, is to explain the circumstance in which it is made, and also to express his undying sincerity
No problem.
One-
Yeah, all right. Tell me.
and affection ultimately for the people of Karnataka, as well as for the language. Now, if, my Lord, he had no malice in the statement that he had made, and I don't think, my Lord, anyone who will view the video will think that it was made out of some malice for the language. He certainly would not make a statement, as he has now, and Lord, which is on record before your Lordships, with respect to his own stand on Kannada and what Kannada is. Now, it, in my humble submission, cannot be a scenario where we look at things, my Lord, so differently that because of Aman,
Let you complete. Yes.
one statement that is made in the context of an audio launch with respect to an individual, a superstar from Karnataka, who was present in the audio launch, in order to invite him or to speak about him, a statement was made. Now, if that is a statement which, my Lord, results in someone getting or thinking that the language itself is in some way impinged upon by virtue of the statement, that fact has now, my Lord, in my humble submission, been absolutely clarified insofar as this statement is
No
concerned.
problem. We will
And-
accept your clarification.
Aman,
The aftermath of it.
my Lord, please appreciate this. If, my Lord, a public a citizen who also is in public life has now come out and made it absolutely clear that his love for the language, my Lord, is sincere. Everyone must appreciate that as well. It
Yeah,
can't be. It
that-
can't be.
No, nobody is saying that we won't appreciate whatever you have.
It
You
can't
said
be.
it now. We'll see. Yes.
It can't be, my Lord. That
When have you communicated to the film
sent
chamber?
today. It's sent today.
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 Ah, yes.
The letter came. We received it on 31st. He was not in the country.
Hmm.
He came back today early morning, and the first thing he did was write out this letter.
One sentence, sir. That's
Lord,
all.
in my humble submission, Lord, that compulsion should not be there.
No, not compulsion.
That compulsion should not be
See,
there
not com-
because
not compulsion. That is the grace that you should act.
No, that-
you exhibit.
there are, my Lord, one must appreciate, my Lord, that ultimately there are going to be
So
everything
why this
has to
beating
be.
around the bush?
It's not beating about the bush.
You
It
have
is saying
clarified
very
everything.
clearly.
And notwithstanding this, if you have definitely, if this, my statement has resulted in something, yes, be done with.
Lord, there are many ways of ultimately, my Lord. I can say this.
No,
We have
there are
come
many,
before
there
your
are many
Lordships.
ways of seeking, clarifying it. There is only one way of seeking apology.
My Lord, it is his stand, my Lord, that I think I must say with certain amount of responsibility, because I have had a word with him myself. It is his stand that he has the utmost respect for the language.
No
One-
problem, sir.
If he has the utmost
it. We'll
respect,
accept it because you have written so.
yes, I've
We'll
written so.
accept it.
Then, Lord, there's nothing more to be done. There's nothing more to be
The
said,
only-
Lord.
the only
Ultimately,
thing-
I'm here
For police
exercising, my Lord,
protection, I will
exercising, my Lord, my
pass an
constitutional
order,
right.
no problem.
Lord, 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Exercising, my Lord, what I believe is my constitutional right to come to your constitutional court asking for protection. And I believe, my Lord, that this is a statement which I have made out of the greatest sincerity of my heart. And I have said so in this court, and I've said so everywhere, that
No.
my love and affection for the language and the people of Karnataka is always abiding. Now, if there is something, my Lord, which we can then resolve by dialogue with all of them, we will do it, because, my Lord, we have now, the statement he makes is, which he made when Operation Sindoor happened, and there was an audio launch fixed at that time. He said, art can wait, India is more important.
No, that's all right.
Therefore-
Nobody is questioning that.
Therefore, my Lord,
I am only asking, a sentence added at the end.
it is not added,
would
Lord.
have
It is
solved
not
the
added.
problem.
Lord, it is not added. Now it is not added, in my humble submission, Lord, because of the language of this, everything that can be possibly said to reflect his intention, because an apology is required if there is malice. If there is no malice
This is-
and
see, this-
misunderstanding, it
This
is a different thing.
This is where you are sticking on to the ego of not.
No, it's not ego, my lord. It is not ego at all. It is not ego at all. I can assure
I
your
said,
lordships, it is
may
not
be-
ego.
Sir, it may be Kamala Hassan, it may be
Doesn't matter,
anybody.
my lord. I'm not
That is
on
what I'm
individuals
telling.
today.
It is the sentiment of the masses of the state that has been undermined is what the problem has arisen about. That we will see. You should understand the magnitude of the problem. It can lead to something else. And your statement can stop everything else. It stands at that threshold.
My lord,
If it is
it's-
at that crossroads,
it's at a crossroad, my lord, where ultimately an explanation has been given. And it is, if, my lord, the intention was to actually denigrate a language or to say something abusive about a language
no, if
or
your-
to
one
degrade
minute,
a
sir.
language.
If your intention is this,
Yes.
why not end it with everything correct?
But this can't be more than this, is all I can say.
There is not a word saying that, yes, if I have hurt the sentiments, this would not happen.
It's not there. That is not there. But it's an explanation of what he intended.
Very simple. It's an explanation for a clarification.
No, it's an explanation. My lord, please, it's not a clarification. I would humbly submit this is not a clarification. This is a declaration. It's
No,
a
correct.
declaration of a stand
No,
insofar
correct.
as an individual is concerned.
Absolutely, sir. It's a declaration of justification.
No, it's not justification. I'm sorry, he is not justified in any of his statements, except I want your lordship to see, if that was the intention, Lord, why would he say this? My words were intended only
Well,
to
if you
communicate.
want me to pass an orders with regard to, on merit, I will pass. No
No, of
problem.
course, Lord. Now I want to say one thing.
Yes.
Lord, he said art can wait. He says the release also can wait
No problem. Then I will.
in Karnataka. We will not release the film in Karnataka. If, Lord, there is,
I'll pass an order on.
no, your lordship may adjourn it, Lord, by 1 week.
May make.
Nothing sustains. Otherwise, if they say that they are waiting to release the movie at a later point of time, then the question of giving any kind of say, police protection also.
I'm not asking for police protection today. I'm saying please adjourn the
I'm just
matter.
clarifying that.
We'll have a dialogue with KFCC if they are willing to discuss it. If they are willing to discuss it, we'll have a discussion. Your lordship may have it after 1 week.
The counsel for the KFCC also is present.
Next to appear for the petition, I mean, respondent number 5, whatever the dialogues as my learned friend.
Dialogues.
My learned friend has
Dialogues are in
made
the
before this
ತಕ್ಷಣ
Tamil
film
court.
style ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
Dialogue.
ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ a film,
No, no,
all film oriented
everything should come with
language.
sincerity, my lord.
It's
Whatever
it's- there
is,
is a-
whatever is, I can only say this, whatever is sincere is written in this letter. And this is sincere.
Have you seen this
No one
letter?
can,
Yes, we
It's
received
been
it
sent
a
to
few
them.
minutes back, Your Lordship.
2 minutes back.
Few minutes back. I mean,
No,
to
no,
say
it was
1 hour
sent in the
before we
morning.
have received.
It
We
was
supposed
emailed
to
in the
conduct the
morning.
EC meeting by the time we received, and we have given the suggestion to the office that prejudice will be caused until the case get the conclusion. So that's what we.
So I will adjourn this matter. Anyway, they are not wanting police protection now. We'll adjourn the matter and you have not a dialogue, but a trialogue.
Please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
please.
Hmm?
Yes, Your Lordship.
In between, my lord, my application.
No, all,
ನೀವು
others
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
can't come
ಸುಮ್ನೆ
in
ಇರಿ
this.
sir. Yes.
Others can't come, my lord. Then it becomes.
That's why ಅವರು ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Yes. You already made some people parties. So I will record all that. And code letter ನೋಡಿ. ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು.
There is no single word, as Your Honor suggested to.
Actually, that's all that
There is
was
no
needed.
single word.
Anyways,
Yeah, my lord, we have,
that's
I
all.
can,
right.
as a lawyer, my lord, before your lordships, I can say, I've communicated to your lordships that this statement is with all sincerity. There's no backing down from these statements. And if one reads this statement and compares it with the statement earlier made, I think one should
This was made today, is it?
made today
Ah.
because he came back this morning from another launch somewhere else.
Hmm.
He was in Dubai. He came back. The first thing he did, and nothing else, the first thing he did was send out this letter because a letter came from the KFCC. So he wanted to express his sincerity both to the language, to the people of Karnataka, as well as to the Film Chamber of Commerce, which he has done now. And Lord,
What did he want to express?
his sincerity about the language. Ultimately, what else, my lord? I ask myself, it is, my lord, ultimately, I would respectfully say this. It can't be that a statement made should be simply viewed, and on that basis, my lord, he be compelled to say something else. If he has explained it and he's been sincere about his explanation, of course, my lord, one may have a difference of understanding as to what should be done and what should not be done. Everyone has a right to express his opinion. And I don't think, Lord, anyone should then stand up and say, you must do it only in this particular way and nothing
No,
else.
no, court will not enter
I'm
into
not
all
saying the
that.
court
I'm not
said it.
saying I
I'm
will
saying, not
say
saying
that.
the court, Film Chamber of Commerce or anyone else. Now with this statement, I would respectfully say, you should put everything to rest. And
Yes. That's what I'm
And
saying since
everyone should
morning.
put it to rest with this statement and then proceed further. Ultimately, my lord, there are going to be Kannada films here. There are going to be Tamil films here. Everyone has to survive in this country. Ultimately, we are India. It is not, while we may be divided on linguistic grounds, we are not divided
That's
as a
a fact,
country.
sir.
We are not
That's a
divided as a
fact.
country.
No,
And
that's
therefore,
who said dividing the
no,
country?
no, it's not that. But I'm saying linguistically,
Sir,
we may
language,
be different,
languages,
but we're all the
I
same.
tell you, languages may be many, country is still one.
Correct.
That
That's what
there
I'm
can
saying.
be no division there.
I agree, my lord.
Yes.
I'm saying ultimately that is the objective. We can't. I don't want linguism to become the reason, not why we are divided. in
Exactly
any way.
my point. Why are you entering into that by making a statement like this? Leave it. You just say, yes, this was a statement that was made at the drop of the hat.
That is also
It's
said.
over.
That is also said in another interview. That statement also was made. That I am not a historian.
Apology.
I am not a historian. Now that is. It is not about compelling someone. He has said what he has to say. Now, since this is the situation, he does not want to release the film for now until we do some dialogue or dialogues or trialogues with. whoever.
Except a
It's
monologue.
your words, please.
Except a
No
monologue.
monologue. I did a monologue for some time. Pardon me, my lord.
Will pass in order. Yes. The petitioner, Raj Kamal Films International,
Rekha madam.
represented by its,
Rekha madam.
yeah, who's representing it?
This issue agila.
Represented by its chief executive officer,
Notice ಯಾರಿಗೂ issue.
is at the doors of this court seeking a direction by issuance of a writ in the nature of mandamus, seeking mandamus for the state to take steps to restrain the respondent from taking any measures directly or indirectly would in any manner restrain, restrict exhibition of the petitioner's film Thug Life in all languages in the state of Karnataka. The situation of the petitioner being at the doors of this court is triggered on the audio launch of the movie Thug Life, producer of which is said to be the actor Mr. Kamala Hassan. The statement that was made was where have you report? You showed me that video. Where have you reported that transcript of it somewhere?
Transcript is not there, but
The statement that is allegedly made by Kamala Hassan is that the language hyphen Kannada is born out of language hyphen Tamil. This stirred the hornet's nest and triggered certain unrest in the state of Karnataka by the people holding that it has undermined the sentiment of language attached to the people of Karnataka. In the interregnum, the movie Thug Life is set to be released all over, including the state of Karnataka. The Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce, the fifth respondent herein, is said to have resolution madidara.
Not yet, Your Lordship.
no,
Not
it
yet.
is a
Is
letter.
said to have issued certain statements that they would not be permitting the movie Thug Life to be screened in any of the cinemas / multiplexes in the state of Karnataka, for the reason that the actor has undermined the sentiments of the people of Karnataka on the statement statement noted supra. The learned counsel, noted supra. The learned senior counsel Dhyan Chinnappa produces a communication made from Kamala Hassan from Mr. Kamala Hassan to the president of Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce. The communication reads as follows. The learned senior counsel would submit that at this juncture, the producer, we say producer or the distributor, what is it?
He's a producer.
Is the producer of the film Thug Life.
Petitioner.
The petitioner. The petitioner is not for now willing to screen the movie in Karnataka unless he would encourage a dialogue or a trialogue with the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce or the Film Chamber of Commerce. In that light, the learned senior counsel submits that the matter may be adjourned to enable them to have a dialogue, and if there is any settlement that is arrived at between the parties with regard to acceptance of what is communicated to the Film Chamber of Commerce, the issue would be put at rest. In that light, the matter stands adjourned. 1 week, Dhyan?
Of course not. Your Lordship may only consider saying, the Film Chamber of Commerce demanded an apology specifically. And this is the response. I'm sorry,
The learned senior counsel would add that the fifth respondent, Film Chamber of Commerce, had demanded an apology for having allegedly undermined the sentiment of the people of Karnataka, the language, i.e. Kannada. I.e. Kannada. The letter that is now that is quoted supra, which is addressed to the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce, is in response to the demand of an apology. But the word apology is not found in the communication. But nonetheless, the learned senior counsel would emphasize that it is in response to the demand for apology by the Karnataka Film Chamber of Commerce. On all these factors, and also in the light of the fact that the statement of the senior counsel on instructions that the screening of the movie would not be insisted upon in the state of Karnataka till the issue gets resolved with the Adityan.
till the dialogue, Your Lordship.
Till the dialogue/trialogue would yield any results. Therefore, the matter stands adjourned. One. Matter stands adjourned to 10th. We'll take it on 10th. 10th at 3:30 PM for further hearing.
Formal notice may have to be issued to.
Notice ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ.
Yes.
1.
Please, there was 1 and 2 are statement.
1 and 2 AGA na ನೀವು? AGA Act 1, 2, 3 AGA 4 Shanti Bhushan 5 ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರೇನು?
Danda judges.
So and so 5 petitioner to serve set of papers upon
Will serve.
the aforesaid council.
Yes.
Yes.
Grateful.
But even now, discretion is the best part of valor.